Hey everyone, so this video is going to be a little recap of the month of October for beauty products for me. Just a few products that I've been using on a regular basis. Wait, I should probably address something, huh? This. As you can obviously tell, my hair is no longer blonde, and if anything, it is far from it. I have always wanted to be a redhead. I guess it's kind of always been just hair envy. I've always looked at redheads and was just like, damn, like I wish I could pull that off. And for the longest time, I never thought I could. And I've been a blonde basically my entire life. There was a few months where I did go brunette and it was just not flattering on me whatsoever. And I want to say just about over a year ago, I mentioned to my stylist that I had been always wanting to be a redhead, and she had mentioned that I could pull it off, and I was like, you're crazy, whatever. I can never pull that off. And then the wedding rolled around. That happened. I had my blonde hair for my photos. I loved my hair for my wedding day. And then it was all of a sudden like, I'm bored. This hair has not changed for several years. For the longest time, I've had just long blonde hair, or I've had blonde hair, but it's always had a different cut. And most recently, the last 2 years, I've been growing it out for the wedding, obviously. So a couple weeks ago, I finally decided to schedule my appointment and go red, and this is it. I personally love it. I think it's really fun, but I really do love my hair. Tammy down at the Fringe has been doing my hair for several years now, and I just love it. She put a couple variation of colors in here. I don't know if you can tell on the front, and then underneath it's a little bit darker, but in the sunlight, oh, beautiful. I have no desire to be a blonde right now. Anyways, let's get back to what this video is actually about, and that would be the products I've been using regularly for the month of October. So the first product I'm going to talk about is a body scrub. It comes in a tube like this, and it is from Target. It's the J.R. Watkins Natural Sugar and Shea Body Scrub. It's just a basic exfoliant. This says it has coconut milk and honey, paraben free, blah 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 free, glycol free, dye free. So basically it's free of a lot of stuff apparently. But I first started using this a couple months ago actually because I wanted to get my arms ready for the wedding. I get what's it called? I get these little tiny bumps on the back of my arms that I, before the wedding, wanted to try and at least to basically camouflage them a little bit more. And I had read that just doing like a simple scrub on your arm or wherever that your skin is irritated like that, it can help. So I picked this up from Target. I want to say it was on the pricier side of maybe $11 to like maybe the $15 range. I really like it. It's gentle, but it's enough to exfoliate away the rough skin, and I've just kind of added this actually to my everyday routine. The next, of course, I've been wearing this probably forever since I got it, like every day. It's the Stila Stay All Day Liquid Lipstick in Fiery 01. This is in my one tutorial of the date night fiery lips, and I love this. Now that I changed my hair color, I am gonna have to experiment with some new, I think I might be able to still pull that off. I'm gonna have to experiment with some new makeup, so that'll be fun. Next is my Got To Be Powderful Volumizing Styling Powder, Instant Volume, Root Lift Texture, and Control. So it's by that Got To Be brand. I think I got it at Walgreens for maybe $4, but it comes in this little container and it feels like really empty, but it's not. And you basically just lift your hair up, dab a little bit, and it just gives you instant, ooh, that'll work too. It just gives you, it gives you instant lift, and I like it, especially on Fridays, because I'll come home from work and I won't really want to do much to my hair, like if we were to go out to dinner or something, but it's nice because this kind of just refreshes you and brings your hair back to life. Next item is probably, oh my gosh, I've had this for forever. I am not a huge perfume fan, and actually I'm really sensitive to certain smells. It's almost like a trigger for my migraine, so I tend to stick with like body sprays versus perfumes. And I just have a ton of body sprays and I don't really use them on a regular basis, to be honest with you. I tend to just go without. Otherwise I use them very, very sparingly, but I have so many that they last forever for me. And I've had this from Victoria's Secret, the Sexy Little Things Noir. How do you say that? Look, I've used an inch from this entire bottle and I swear I've had this at least 2 years. But I don't know, just recently I've gotten back into it. It's just really fresh, kind of has like a baby powdery, florally scent to it. Nothing really strong or anything like that. But it just, to me, is more of like a fall winter scent. So that's kind of what I'm more gravitated to, and I've been using this a lot this month. So my second to last item is going to be the Bed Head Manipulator. Yes, it is basically a texture paste and it comes in this little jar, just like that with that blue goopy stuff. And what I'll do with this is I'll take a little bit out and I will run it between my fingers, and then I will run my fingers through the ends of my hair. I like more texture, so I'll typically just do it to my ends, and it just gives me a little bit more volume and separates my hair a little bit so it's not so like clumped together looking. And I just picked this up actually probably around the first of the month, and I've been using it almost every day, I'd say. And I mean, this is gonna last me for forever. I'm not gonna be dumping this on my hair or anything, so I want to say this was maybe $17. Then my last item is going to be actually what I have on my nails right now. Do not judge my fingernail polish painting skills. And actually I've had this on since Tuesday night, so I'm probably due for a touch-up. And this is by Essie and it's called After School Boy Blazer. It's a really, really pretty deep blue. It's basically a navy, but I like to call it more of a midnight navy because two coats does give you almost a black appearance, but in different lighting, obviously you can see more blue than black, but it is a very dark and I just really like it. That's basically all that I have for the month of October as far as my beauty products go that I've kind of picked back up or recently just started using for the most part. Everything else has stayed the same for me. I rarely stray from routine, but I think now with this new hair, I'm gonna have to maybe try out a different looks and maybe a couple different tutorials geared towards redheads, because I'm gonna be figuring it out on my own as far as what's gonna be looking good with my new hair color. So that's kind of exciting. But I hope you enjoyed this video and we will see you next time.